Start. Good morning. Listen to me. Today our lesson is 11.6 nonlinear functions, means quadratic function. First of all, you must have to know about what does it mean, nonlinear functions. There are two types of functions, linear and non-linear. Linear function are those in which the graph is a straight line. Can you see this graph? Is it a straight line? No, it's not a straight line. It's like a U-shaped. Okay, so it's a non-linear function. If you remember, in the previous lesson, we had studied about a function like f of x. Where is it? And g of x and h of x. We had studied.
You mean the last lesson?
Yes, look at here. As you can see, I have highlighted here. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at here. Here it's written there. F of x is equal to minus 4x plus 11. Okay. This is a function. We call it, what is it? A function.
Function.
And can you see here the maximum power? The power of x is what here? It's 1. Okay. It's power. Because it's not written there, so its power is 1. So today we will study about another function. We call it a non-linear function, where you will see the maximum power of x will be 2. Okay. This type of function, we call it, it's a non-linear function. Here we have got a function f of x is equal to x square. Here is a table. You will put the value of x from -4 till +4. Okay, and you will find the value of y. Y means when you will put the value of x here in this function, you will get the value. Like, first you put the value of x -4 here, means 4 square. What will it be? 4 square. Where are they, all students? Why did you turn off your mic?
I'm here listening to you.
Listen to me, also answer me.
Okay.
Look at here. Here we have function f of x is equals to x square. We will put the value of x. Now yesterday we were putting just only one value, but here we will put different values for x. Okay, we'll put -4, -3, -2, then -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay,
That's easy.
listen to me. Here, when it is x square, put the value of x first, -4. Okay, it means it will be 4 square, right?
Yeah.
4 squares is what?
4 square is 16.
16. Very good. Then you will put the value of x -3. It will be 9. Then you will put value of x will be -2. It will be 4. And like this, you will find all the functions values. Okay. The function f of x is equals to x square is a non-linear function. Non-linear function means its graph will not make a straight line. It's not a line, non-linear. A non-linear function has a graph that is not straight line. That is not a straight line. The function f of x is equals to x square is called a squaring function, because here we have got a square, x square. So we call it, it's a squaring function. Okay, the squaring function in the simplest example of quadratic function. So you must have to know about a linear function, a non-linear function, and a quadratic function. A linear function is what? Whose graph will be a line. A non-linear function whose graph will be a not straight line. And then we will study about a quadratic function. What is a quadratic function? A quadratic function is a non-linear function whose greatest power is 2. It has an equation f of x is equals to ax square plus bx and plus c. Mazen, if you will send any message, I will say to your father.
Not me.
I just saw you.
Yeah, and what about Faisal?
Yes. It's written there, yes, and he wrote no. Faisal, you also please.
And what about Aziz?
Listen to me now. The graph of a quadratic function have a characteristics shape, a U-shaped curve known as a parabola. If the graph you see like a U shape, okay, it's opening upward side. Can you see this one? This graph? It's opening upward side. We call it, it's a parabola. Or sometimes you will see that it's opening downward side. Hello.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Now look at there. Here, this is a graph U-shaped. It's opening upward side. If you plot the points from the table, here is the table. First point is -4 and 16. You will find here -4, x -4. Here, where is it? Here, x -4 and 16 is up there. It's not there. They are starting from -3. Okay, when you will graph it, it will be a U-shaped. Here the top is call it, it's a vertex and a minimum point. The parabola is asymmetric with the y-axis as the axis of symmetry. Here is a y-axis. The graph, this U-shaped, is around the y-axis, so we call it, this is axis of symmetry. The point on the parabola that is on the axis of symmetry is called the vertex. Here is the minimum point, this one. Listen to me. Open your book 11.6. We'll start our session here. Workbook, and we will try to solve some questions. A quadratic function, as you know, that we can write as the form of ax square plus bx and plus c. The value of a, b, and c, it can be a different one or a real numbers like 2, 3, 2 over 5. It can be anything. The graph will be U-shaped. The U shape, we call it parabola. Tell, the graph is a linear function, quadratic function, or neither. The first one. Here, as you can see, it's a line. We call it linear. Then second one, it's a U-shaped. So U-shaped will be a quadratic function. Right here, quadratic.
I'll bring my book.
Quadratic. And look at there, as you can see, this third graph, okay, it's not a U-shaped upside or downside, so it's neither.
Oh.
I will explain you again because you are not there here. Okay, look at there, the first one, the first graph is a straight line, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when it's a straight line, we will call it, it's a linear function. Okay.
So straight line, linear.
Yes, linear. When it will be a U-shaped in graph 2, U-shaped can be upside or it can be downside also. Okay.
Yeah.
So we will call it, look at there, I will draw here. It can be also in this shape. Okay.
Yeah.
So we will call it, it's a quadratic function. And in third graph, it's U-shaped but opening to the right side. Okay. Or it may open to the left side like this way. We'll call it, it's neither, it's not a linear or nor a quadratic.
Right, left, neither. Up, down, quadratic, straight, linear.
Yes, straight linear. Okay.
Yeah.
So for this, There is one more thing you must have to know, you must have to remember. In the just a minute. In the equation, tell whether the function is a linear or quadratic. If the function is quadratic, tell whether its graph opens upwards or downwards. Hint for the function, this one is the important thing you must have to remember. You will see this in your whole life, which I have circled it.
Wow.
Okay?
Okay.
This function f of x is equals to ax squared plus bx and plus c. What does a, b and c? They are real numbers. Means the value of a, b and c can be changed. It can be changed. So look at there. We'll solve some questions. First, have a look on the example. Question 4, f of x is equals to x over 2 plus 8 minus 3x. First, you will have to simplify this one. Okay, how will you simplify this? Do you know?
I will divide the two numbers by the same number.
Listen, I will simplify it on a whiteboard.
Like about 5, I will
Divided.
divide 5 over 2.
Look at
I
there.
will
X over 2, we have function plus 8 and we have negative 3x minus 3x. Here we have got two x values. This one is x value and this one is also x value. We need to combine them. There should be only one, not two. X over 2 minus 3x. I am just replacing, just writing together. Okay. So if you will simplify this one, just take the LCM. Here we have got 1. If you will take the LCM will be 2. It will be x. Sorry, it's not clear. It will be x here. Again, it's okay. This is x, and here it will be what?
3
minus
3 times 2,
minus.
it will be 6 minus 6x and then plus 8. So subtract it, x minus 6x. It will be what? It will be
X.
negative
It will be x.
5x
Huh?
over 2 plus
How?
8. X minus 6x.
X, it means 1x.
Yes, 1x. Here it's 1. Okay, but we don't write. So it will be negative 5x. Now look at here. Here the value, the power of x here at this point. What is the power?
square.
No.
One.
Where we have nothing.
1.
Yes, when it is nothing, there will be nothing, then the power will be 1. So whenever you see in the function, the power is 1, it will be it will be linear function. What will it be?
Linear function.
Linear function. Now just check question number 4. What is written there? Linear or non-linear?
Linear.
Linear. Question 4. Let me share with
Yes,
you.
linear.
This one, a linear function. Now check the next one. We will solve this question here. This f of x, I'm solving it. First, observe, concentrate. F of x is equal to what I'm going to do. I will multiply inside negative 3 with x and with positive 2. It will be negative 3x when you will multiply with x. And then
Plus
negative
6x
3 times positive 2, it will be negative 6. Then it will be plus 10x the next term and then plus 7. This step, is it clear? What I did,
Yes.
I just only multiplied negative 3 inside. Okay?
Okay.
Now combine the x terms together and the numbers together. in the next step. F of x is equals to, look at there, negative 3x, positive 10x. Tell me.
Negative 3x.
Positive 10x. What will be the answer?
Negative 13.
No.
No.
Positive 7.
Great. It will be 7x. And now look at there, negative 6, positive 7. Means 7 minus 6.
Minus 6, it should be 1.
It will be 1, positive 1. Very good, Faisal. Here
Yes,
is the
yes.
simplest form. What happened? Please. Look at there. What is the power of x here? What can you see in this function?
Mr. I'm Abdulaziz, not Faisal.
Oh, sorry. Listen to me. X, what is the power of x here?
1.
1. So when the power of x will be 1, it will be linear.
Linear.
Okay.
Okay.
Next one. Question number 6. How to solve? Again, here you will multiply 3x with 1 and 3x with 3x.
The answer will be
So I will write here
9x.
f of x. Who will tell me how to do?
Abdulaziz.
Equals multiply 3x with 1. Mazen.
What?
Here, multiply 3x inside with 1. 3x times 1.
9. 3.
3x.
3x.
Very good.
Then multiply, the answer will be
3 times 3, it will be 9. And then you will add the powers of x. It will be x
It will be square.
square. And the square, I will write it like this. And
So 9x power 2.
9x square. Sorry. So what is the maximum power of x here? In this function, what did you see? The power of x, the greatest power.
2.
2. So
Nonlinear.
when it will be 2, it will be quadratic.
Nonlinear. Quadratic.
Quadratic. And another thing, when it will be quadratic, it should be upward or downward. Okay. How will you know that it is upward or downward? Just check with the x square beside it. What is written there? The number. Beside x square, the number.
9.
Is it positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative.
When it will be negative value, so it will be downward. Just right here, it will be downward. Okay, it's quadratic and downward. Next question. F of x is equals to 3 into 4x minus 5, then multiplied again x negative 2. First we will multiply 3 inside with 4x and negative 5. So it will be f of x. And tell me now, Mazin,
No.
when you will multiply 3 with 4,
12.
12 what?
The 12x.
12x. Very good. Then minus, what will it be? 3 times 5?
15.
15. And the next term you will write the same, x minus 2.
Okay.
You will not multiply 3 here inside because we have already multiplied. At the next step again, f of x is equals to, now multiply 12x with x.
لا اسكت بسرعة.
It will be,
يلا اقطعيها بسرعة.
wait, it will be f of x is equals to 12x square and then negative 24x minus 24x, then minus 15x plus 30. Simplify this one. There are two x values. You can simplify this. F of x will be equals to 12x square add them, both are negative x, negative 24x and negative 15x. Add them, it will be 39x and then plus 30. Now, Yahya.
These the f of x and 12x minus 15 and x2. These two, yeah. Where we will put it? Where we will write it?
Listen, here we have added them up, negative 24x and negative 15x. Here we have added them up, it's negative 39x.
After we add them, we...
Yes, because both are negative, so we will add them.
This is the quadratic.
Yes, quadratic, because here the maximum power of x is 2.
Yeah, 2.
So we will
And
write
they
it
are
quadratic.
downward.
Upward or downward?
Downward.
Why downward?
No, upward.
Because there is negative.
Where is negative? Beside x square, it's 12. 12 is
Yeah.
negative or positive?
Positive.
Positive. So it will open upward,
Up.
right here.
Uh-huh.
Open.
Okay, teacher, how will know the difference between upward and downward?
Here, look at there. With x square, sorry, can you see this 12?
Okay.
Yeah.
When it will be negative value, it will be downward. Means
Okay, see,
12, minus 9.
Okay.
As you can see
39.
here, it's minus 9. Okay? So
Okay.
it opens downward, and here it's 12 with the x square, it's positive, so it's open upward. Yes, Yahya, you are asking something.
Okay, but there is negative 39x.
Forget about it.
Only the first number.
Yes, only the x square, x square.
Uh-huh.
Next one, f of x, we will multiply here 2x with 2x and then plus with 3. So who will help me in this question now? I'm not going to solve it. You will help me, then I will solve.
Me.
Okay, tell me 2x times 2x.
4 square.
4 what? 4 square what?
X.
4x and then square. Four x square. Okay, and then multiply 2x with 3.
6.
Plus 6x. Plus 6x. And then beside that we have minus 9x. And then we have plus 1. Okay, so you have x and x, 2x. Simplify this one. What will you have?
3x. Negative 3x.
F of x is equals to 4x, I will write it again, square minus 3x and then plus 1. Look at here we have square, so let me make it square. So now tell me, is it quadratic or linear?
Quadratic.
Quadratic. And what about upward or downward? Opens upwards or downward?
Upward.
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 Up.
Open upward. This question, solve it by yourself. Move to the next page.
It's hard. Oh, wait, I want to solve question it.
Okay.
F of x.
Done.
No, wait.
Yeah, okay.
Next page. Before going to start next page, I will take you up again here. Look at there. Can you see this U-shaped?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. This U-shaped is around what axis? Y-axis or around x-axis?
Y-axis.
Y-axis.
Very good. Okay. Same like this. If you have here in this question, we will find the axis of symmetry up there. That is, we call it the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry here, y-axis. Okay. So in these equations, we must have to know that it is around the axis of symmetry is around what?
Y-axis.
We will for that we will use this formula. X is equals to this formula. X is equals to negative b over 2a. What is b and what is a? As you remember, we have studied the quadratic function f of x is equals to ax square. Remove this. Ax square.
This is the answer.
No. I'm just explaining you. Ax square plus bx and plus c. Look at there, the value a with x square, this is a. And with x, we call it it's b, and there is no x or y here, so we'll call it this is a c. Now just check this function in question 11. Beside x square, what is the number?
Positive 3x.
No. Beside x square, the number?
7.
Yes, 7. So we will say that here a is 7. Beside x square, it will be a. A is what? 7.
7.
And with x, what is the number?
3.
3. So this is the value of b. First of all, you must have to know what is the value of b. Beside x square, this will be a, and beside x, it will be b. Okay?
Okay.
Is this step clear about a and b?
Yeah.
Yes. Now look at there the formula. What is the formula? X is equals to negative b over 2a. We will write x is equals to negative, and b is what? What did you
B
find?
is 3.
3 divided by 2 into a. What is a? That is 7. So you can write here negative 3 over 14.
Can we simplify?
Sorry, just only this. This is the answer. You will find the value of a and b, and you will put
Okay,
in.
if there's 3 numbers, the last one is C. What we will
Yes,
do?
here in this function, c is not here. But in question 12, you can find the c here also.
Okay.
But we will not use c. Faisal is not here. Yahya.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 12. Read the function. What is the function?
f of x equal to 6x squared
Very
plus
good.
4x minus 3.
Okay, tell me, is it quadratic or a linear? The value of x square is means 2. The maximum power is 2. So is it quadratic? Yes, quadratic. So here, first of all, you must have to know what is the value of a and b. A is what? Yahya, you will tell me.
Yeah.
A is what in question 12?
What is it? There is nothing.
Beside x square, the number.
6. 6.
6.
6, very good, that is 6. And what is the value of b?
B is 4.
B is
3.
4. And
Oh.
c is what?
3.
Negative 3. We will
Negative
not use this one. So here the formula, as you know, we have x is equals to negative b. B is 4 over 2a. 2a is what? A is 6. Solve this. It will be minus 4. Negative 4 over 6 times 2, it's 12. So you can simplify this one divided by 4, it will be minus 1 over 3. This is the answer. Okay. Question number 13. I'm solving this last question and then you will solve other questions and send me the answer.
Okay.
So in question number 13, A is what?
A is 8.
A is 8 and B is what?
B is 4. Negative 4.
Yes, negative. It's important. Then you have formula x is equals to, in the formula you have minus, and then in the bracket you will write minus 4, negative 4 over 2, and A is what? 8. Minus minus plus, it will be 4, wait, 4 over 8 times 2, 16. 4
16.
over 16. Just simplify it, it will be 1 over 4.
Okay.
Okay. So solve other questions
Okay.
and send me your answer. See you
Don't
tomorrow.
close the meeting.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
please. Can you don't close the meeting?